This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. ICE agents arrested the New York City Comptroller, Brad Lander, yesterday as he was escorting a family out of immigration court in Lower Manhattan. Lander is running for mayor. He was handcuffed and detained by masked agents after he demanded to see a judicial warrant from agents trying to detain the man he was accompanying.
You have a judicial warrant. You have a judicial warrant. Had I seen the judicial warrant? Had I seen the warrant? I will let go when you show me the judicial warrant. Where is it? Where is the warrant?
I have my hand here.
You're obstructing. You're obstructing. I would like to see the warrant. Take it to see the warrant.
Put it in custody. No! Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Step back. Step back.
You don't have authority to arrest U.S. citizens.
Step back. Sir.
You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens.
Stay back. Step back, guys.
You don't have. I'm not obstructing. I'm standing right here in the hallway. I asked to see the judicial warrant. By asking for a judicial warrant?
Step back, guys.
You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens asking for a judicial warrant.
Stay back, please. Stay back.
Stay
back. No, ma'am. For your own safety. For your own safety.
Can't believe you're arresting. Where are you taking him? Hello?
Since you have no authority to arrest U.S. citizens, where are you taking me? And with what authority?
City Comptroller Brad Lander was held for several hours before being released when the New York governor came down to demand this. She had said what had happened was bull, and she used the whole thing. He exited the courthouse building accompanied by his wife, as well as Governor Kathy Hochul. He spoke to supporters gathered outside the arrest and the man he was attempting to escort, who he named Edgardo.
I certainly did not assault an officer. I engaged anyway. So, but I guess I just think here's the thing. Like, I know I will have due process and I will have a good lawyer and my rights will be protected. But Edgardo has no due process rights and no lawyer and is going to sleep tonight in God knows where in an ICE detention facility. My goal was to walk Edgardo out of the building. I can't tell you the bit of, like, we got to walk one family out today, and that's this family of 4 that's back at home, and nothing would have made me happier to be able to get in that elevator and let Edgardo go about his business. That was what I came to do, and it is all I want.
Right. For more, we're joined in studio by the Comptroller of the City of New York, Brad Lander. Welcome back to Democracy Now! I last interviewed you when you were at a protest calling for the release of Mohsen Madawi, Columbia student who was arrested in Vermont. Talk about what happened yesterday.
Yeah. I've been going down to immigration court now for the last 3 weeks since Department of Homeland Security made this change and started basically stripping people of their status. It's called dismissing their cases, which sounds good, except as soon as it happens, you're subject to expedited removal. And
so they say the case is dismissed, the judge says that, and then ICE agents meet you at the door and arrest you?
It's even a little worse than that. You know, you think in the courtroom maybe this is good. People don't understand what's happening. The person before Edgardo's a person named Zed who speaks Yoruba, but the only translator they had for him was in French. And the judge asked, do you understand what's happening? And of course he said no. So your case is dismissed, you're stripped of status, you walk out of the courtroom, you walk down the hallway, and then those masked ICE agents are waiting in the elevator lobby to grab you. And so what I had done with 5 families previously or individuals is just meet them either in the courtroom or just outside it and just try to escort them down the hallway into the elevator and out of the building. And 5 times previously, including once yesterday, my wife and I were able to do that. And this family that was worried they were going to get deported, they only have 1 more week, but at least they have a chance to come back to court and present their case. But then in this case, as I was asking to see the judicial warrant. They just grabbed him up.
But don't you have a police escort of security? So you have police versus ICE now?
The previous time, so, being controller, I'm a citywide elected official. It comes with an NYPD detail. The previous times, the officer accompanied me and whatever the family or individual that I was walking with, this couple, Maria and Manuel, a father named Camilo and his son Brian. And I thought, great, here's the NYPD joining the controller to escort these asylum seekers out of the building to help them get due process and safety. In this case, obviously, that did not matter. And look, I think what's happening here. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and Brad, it's been a while since we talked, but
great to see
I
you
wanted to ask you. You kept saying to the ICE agents, "Where's your judicial warrant?" However, ICE is claiming that this was a public space and they didn't need a judicial warrant. What's your understanding?
I mean, I'll leave this for the lawyers. I am not an immigration lawyer. What people have been instructed to ask, and is I need to see a judicial warrant, and we're trying to get good information to these families. What New York City should be doing is connecting people to lawyers and attorneys. And, we've got a mayor here, Eric Adams, who sold New Yorkers out to Donald Trump and is failing to get people the information they need. We could be talking to immigrant families in the schools, in the shelters, in the public hospital system. But yes, asking for a judicial warrant is a good idea for people to do. Having a lawyer is even better. And look, if they do proceed to charges here, I know I'll have one. Edgardo doesn't have one. Zed doesn't have one. Thousands of people just trying to seek asylum don't have lawyers or due process rights. And that is the tragedy right now.
And this trend now throughout the country of federal agents basically roughing up and detaining or arresting elected officials. Ras Baraka, the mayor of Newark, and a congresswoman there in California, a U.S. Senator, Alex Padilla, and now this situation with you?
Yes, and Pam Bondi was very clear. They're trying to wreak havoc in cities. They say to liberate democratic cities from their duly elected officials. This is part of what authoritarians do, strike fear into immigrant families and communities and try to undermine the rule of law and basic democracy by stoking conflict. And that is what they're doing. Our challenge is to find a way to stand up for the rule of law, for due process, for people's rights, and to do it in a way that is nonviolent and insistent, demands it, but also doesn't help them escalate conflict.
Let me ask you something. There was a rally as you were being held inside, and your wife, who's a lawyer, she also spoke. She wasn't taken like you were. Mayor Adams sent police to break up that rally. Did he ever support you? You had Zoran Mandani there speaking out. He's your competitor. He is running for mayor as well. You had Adrian Adams. Even Andrew Cuomo spoke out for you. Michael Blake. But what about the mayor?
5 mayoral candidates showed up, and I'm grateful to every one of them, including Zoran Mamdani, who I've cross-endorsed. Andrew Cuomo did not show up, but at least he issued a statement saying that my arrest was wrong. Eric Adams, who has sold this city out to Donald Trump to try to get his own pardon, let's be clear, it's only himself he cares about, and he is putting New York's immigrants in harm's way. So no, he did not call me. He didn't do anything to help and issued a just rude statement.
I wanted to go to that co-endorsement because we want to get to ranked choice voting. It is not known to most people in this country what it is, but we're going to go to a clip right now of the two of you, Zoran Mamdani and you, Brad Lander, endorsing each other. What this means. You're both running for mayor.
We both love New York City.
And that's why it's so important to not send scandal-ridden, corrupt Andrew Cuomo to City Hall.
New Yorkers deserve so much better than a disgraced creep.
Agreed.
Zoran, you've done a remarkable job building a historic grassroots campaign for a New York City all New Yorkers can afford.
Brad, you've been a principled, progressive leader in our city for years.
Early voting starts tomorrow, and we both know what we need to do to save our city from Andrew Cuomo. You want to tell him?
You go first.
Nah, you go first.
Let's do it together. We're cross-endorsing.
In New York City, we have ranked choice voting. That means you can rank up to 5 candidates for mayor.
Brad and I are officially telling our supporters.
Rank me number one, rank Zoran number 2. Let's send Andrew Cuomo
back to the suburbs.
So there you have a very confusing ad. You're both running for mayor. Explain ranked choice voting and what this means.
Ranked choice voting, instead of just getting one candidate, you can rank your preferences up to 5. Here's my number 1 candidate, my number 2 candidate. So we're encouraging people, rank me number 1, rank Zohran Mamdani number 2. Don't rank Andrew Cuomo anywhere. And that way our votes would get combined, and whichever of us is ahead will face Andrew Cuomo with all of the combined votes. Most New Yorkers don't want him to be mayor, and ranked choice voting can help make sure that
In this last 20 seconds, New York for All Act. Can you explain what it is, why you're supporting it?
New York City is a sanctuary city, but New York State needs to do more to protect immigrants, not to allow collaboration with ICE, and to provide more legal representation to people like Edgardo.
Thanks for watching Democracy Now! On YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a video. And for more of our audience-supported journalism, go to democracynow.org, where you can download our news app, sign up for our newsletter, subscribe to the daily podcast, and so much more.